Let's talk about swing approach and swing decisions. Whether you're a Major League Baseball player, minor league baseball player, college baseball player, youth baseball player, I'm going to simplify the 3 most common approaches you should take while you're hitting. Number 1, I want to strike the baseball with the center of percussion of the bat, or hit the ball on the sweet spot of the bat. My second approach is this: to realize from the hitter's perspective, this is a contest. It's a contest between the batter and the baseball. More specifically, it's a contest between my dominant eye versus that baseball to a particular space. Lastly, those particular spaces I want to dominate as a hitter are spaces that are configured inside a tunnel. I want to master the starting point of this tunnel and the end of the tunnel. I want to tack on one more approach, and it's this: I want to apply the most optimal force I can on the baseball. I want to keep the path of my bat longer through the baseball. So here's the big question: how do I sustain and how do I implement these approaches? And how will these swing approach philosophies assist me in making better swing decisions? So far, up to date, what have you tried to make yourself a better hitter? Improve mechanics? Have you tried improving your timing? Have you done things to improve your vision? Have you tried those hitting gadgets? So let's review. You tried to fix your swing mechanics, you tried to work on your timing, you tried to work on your vision skills, you've done all these hitting gadgets, and you're still not optimizing your hitting. Go back to the number 1 approach I shared with you at the beginning of this video. Put the sweet spot of the bat on the ball. I got news for you: it doesn't happen magically. The undervalued and understudied skill that makes this happen is called perception. This is how the ball gets onto the bat, perception, and it's timed hitting perception. What does perception deal with? Perception deals with your senses, and one of the biggest sense a hitter has is space. And one of the biggest assets to understanding perception is to understand space. This is the biggest reason why your hitter fails when it matters the most. Your son lacks hitting perception. They lack the experience of formatting, calibrating, and adjusting to space, the space the ball is passing through. Number 2, the concept of tunneling. The deeper layers of how to tunnel a baseball and look for certain pitches rest in the idea of prior memories, or call them prior experiences, and quickly and rapidly format and calibrate where is the end of the tunnel going to be. And while we're on the subject, let me just add this quick note. This is your son's biggest hitting mistake. He doesn't think about the ball until he actually sees the ball. He doesn't get his eyes in position to see the ball early in the flight path. Seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand is a misnomer. There have been reports, videos, and research documented stating this ever since the early 2000s. Saying it in enough words, your son's eyes are late to the starting line. Keeping the bat longer through the zone. How do you do that? The most effective way to keep the bat longer through the zone is to study the swing patterns through the deceleration phase. Deceleration phase hitting models works faster on correcting any type of swing mechanical mistake you may make. It is the quickest way to learn how to keep the bat longer through the zone when you study deceleration hitting models. The last point I want to talk about is how to improve your swing making decisions. There are so many different theories on this, but let me just give you my research and my study. Players and coaches take different sides on this topic. One side says, get a good pitch to hit. Narrow the lanes down. Pick 1 or 2 lanes and wait for that pitch to be in those lanes or those tunnels. The other side says, I just see it and I just hit it. And these are usually the really elite hitters. Translation: when someone says, I just see it and I just hit it, they are reactionary hitters. They're not overthinking the process. They just think faster than the process is actually occurring. Let me wrap this video up by just saying this: the ball doesn't magically get on the bat. You can have wonderful, perfect swing mechanics, come on playing with the ball, and you still miss it. I've watched my own son have perfect timing, but still doesn't get off a good hit. I work with players who have 20/12 vision, 20/20 vision, and they still can't hit. The skill that your hitter needs to improve upon, whether it be the big league level, minor league level, college level, youth level, is hitting perception. And what you have to perceive and calculate and format as a hitter is the ball's speed, it's the ball's space, and it's the depth the ball is passing through. Knowing this fact, every time I work with a hitter nationally across the country or it's home in Atlanta, Texas, I spend more time incorporating the second best hitting drill known to coaches, and it's this. I stand about 50 feet back from the batter and I actually pitch batting practice. I don't throw, I pitch batting practice. I use a variety of pitching styles. The reason why I pitch batting practice is because I am sensitive to the visual demands that are placed on the hitter. Every time I work with a player, we are talking about perception and timing the vision. And we are talking about the deceleration side of the swing and how to master your swing mechanics and the swing plane from the deceleration models. Look, here's my recommendation. Your son or your daughter, their clock is ticking. They only have so many playing years in them. Change your mind and rethink how you look at hitting. Our online hitting course, the 6.0 Best Hitting Drill Ever, is a course that's going to help your son or your daughter to understand how to improve their hitting perception. It's an online hitting course that's going to help your hitter to understand how to improve their timing. It's a course that's going to teach them how to tunnel their vision. It's an online hitting course that's going to teach them how to have control, structured, organized swing mechanics. And you learn how to do this on a deceleration side of the swing after you actually hit the ball. When you order our online hitting course, it gives you the option for just a little bit extra. Have me to come out and work with your player face to face in your hometown. And of course, if you're near Atlanta, Texas, schedule a hitting appointment or come to one of our hitting classes.
Jesus, my Savior.